Hello YouTube, welcome to the garage. Just going to make a quick little video here. I'm working on a 2001 Nissan Pathfinder and I got to do some checks on the ECM. Uh, the ECM was working, and I wasn't, when I did a scan on it, it showed that the mass airflow sensor was getting no signal from it. And I did my testing at the mass airflow, had 12 volt power supply. We had the 5 volt reference. Checked the ground, and it could light a test light. And so I condemned the mass airflow sensor. Went and got a new one. And before I put it in, I was going to make a video actually of how I tested it, what the symptoms were, show the scan that, that there was no signal from the mass airflow sensor. And I double checked myself, and I went to start the thing because it would run, but it ran at a high idle. It wasn't getting any signal from the mass airflow sensor, and it was running real rich. It was just pouring fuel down the throat of the thing. So I was just going to double check and get ready to make a video, and I went to start it, and it would turn over, but it wouldn't start. Okay, so I do some investigating, and I ran another scan on it, and the ECM wasn't responding. So the scan tool said it was not equipped with an ECM. Okay, well, I know better than that. It actually does have one. So I wanted to do so. I checked all my fuses and everything. It was all good. So I wanted to go to the ECM itself and do some checks, powers, grounds, the basics, what you need to do. All right, well, on all data, it says that the ECM is back behind the radio and all that kind of stuff, kind of buried. And it's not actually. What it is, it's just to the right of the steering column. And there was no videos on YouTube about where it was and how to get it out. There's a couple videos where people have them out, but I'm going to show you how to get the thing out. I said this is a 2001 Nissan Pathfinder. I'm not sure what all years are like this. I think like 2005, they're actually under the hood, back by the cowl on the right fender. So they've obviously relocated them, but on the ones that are inside, it's actually just to the right of the steering column. And I'm just going to go over, it's real simple to get to it, but I'm just going to go over, how to get to it so you can remove it. I'm not going to remove it right now. I want to do some tests on it before I pull it out. If I condemn it, yeah, I'll pull it out, but I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna get you turned around here. I got a new camera. I've got one of those Insta360 Ace Pros. It's got the little flip-up screen on it where I can see what I'm looking at when I'm looking at you. And so I'm gonna flip it down and turn you around and show you how to get this thing out of here. Okay, all right. I mean, obviously I already have this out of here, but the way you get it out, there's one piece I'm missing. Hang on. Don't want to jostle you too bad. Don't get seasick on me. Okay. All right. So to get the thing out, first, you got this little kick panel is right here. Let me get you back. Okay. I think there's supposed to be a screw in it right there, but there wasn't. So just this little clip right here. Get you a little closer. That little clip right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it back in there, but yeah, it just pops out. If yours has a screw in it, obviously take the screw out first, then just pop it out, and the end of it, this end here, just fits underneath here, just pulls right out. Okay, and then as far as to get this panel out, there's two screws, two Phillips screws. There's one here. Let me get that light. See? And the other one's right here. Just two Phillips screws. I might even have one. Oop, don't want to blind you. Oh, there's one. This is what those screws look like. Okay, there's just two of them. And then once you get those screws out, just kind of pull on the bottom, pops up, down, and then there's clips right here. They just pull out. But once you get that down, there's all these buttons and stuff here. You got all the connectors here, and with my fat fingers I couldn't get in here. I don't know if you can try and get you close enough to see it. I don't want to make you, can you see it? Is it focusing? Am I too close? right here. That's the little gadget you got to push on. You don't push on this, you have to push on this. But with that down inside of here, that little thing you have to push on is right next to this, and I couldn't get my finger in there. So I just used a screwdriver. Got myself a little flat blade screwdriver, and I had to push on that. It popped out. Then there's another, this one right here, right by my thumb. Push on that one. Then this one's facing away from you. When it's plugged in here, it's facing that way. So again, I couldn't push on that. That's right by my thumbnail. I couldn't push on that and get, far enough because I was pushing on these that are solid. So again, just pushed a screwdriver in there and tugged on it, came right out. Then on the other side, let me get a light propped up here somehow. There's this gadget here. I do believe this has something to do with the climate control, the automatic climate control, but it's held on with just a screw. Let me get around. Again, I'm trying not to make you seasick, but I want you to see right here, there's a hole where it goes in, and then there's a screw there. Once you get that out, then you get the thing out of your way. And the ECM, like I said, all data says it's behind the radio, but it's not. Let me get to where you can see it. I can't see what you can see. It's right here, just to the right of the dashboard. I hope that's in focus. And you can see the connector here. I'm trying to see what you're seeing too, but the connector right there. And there's two 10mm nuts. It's got a little screen on the back of the phone, and camera, and I'm trying to see if I'm showing you what I need to show you. Yeah, there's one 10mm nut, and then, I'm sorry, there's another one over there on the other side. I don't know if you can see it, but there's two of them. Okay, then that'll come right down out of there once you disconnect the harness. It's got this little flippy thing right here. It comes down like most other ECMs. But I said I got to do some checking before I take that out of there. But it is not in behind the radio. It's not back in there the way all data says. It's just to the right of the steering column. So there we go. Sorry about all the jostling around, but there was no video on exactly where it was and how to get it out of there. So I'm just trying to fill in the gaps. Just a few screws and some trim pieces, and then I said two 10mm bolts and nuts, excuse me, and you'll unplug it, it'll come right out of there. So for what it's worth, if this helps somebody, I certainly hope so, because I didn't see any other videos of actually where it was and how to get it out. So I hope it helped, and if you do me a favor, like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.